Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to another episode of Gamer Fitness. In today's episode, I actually have the FaceCam going on. That was one of the requests from the previous episodes, is that I put a FaceCam in here. I'm not sure exactly why you wanted a FaceCam commentary, but now you've got one. The gameplay that you're seeing right now is me using an MP7 laser suppressor, and this is kind of like some leftover gameplay from the flanking episode. This was my first attempt at getting flanking gameplay. I was going to try to show you how to flank and play objectively at the same time. I think I'm running all the perks except for extreme conditioning on this one. I have my tactical grenades so I can blow people off the objectives. But we're not going to talk about the flanking episode too much. This is Gamer Fitness, and what we're going to be talking about today is the prize. I've actually got a prize announcement for you instead of just saying it's going to be something. It's going to be something. I'm going to give you something. I'm going to tell you what it is, and I'm going to kind of tighten up my rules on entry a little bit because I do admit I left them very, very open so that more people could join, but the end result of that is that it was just too confusing on how to enter the contest, so I'm going to tighten them up a little bit, make some sense. I've got some personal updates for you about my fitness and what I'm doing, and one of the things you probably noticed about these episodes is that I'm no longer doing the sort of fitness vlogs. I'm no longer sitting there with squats, up, down, up, down. I'm not doing the thrust, and you're not watching me run, you're not watching me and my wife exercise anymore, or the talking dog or anything like that. And the reason for this is that it wasn't conveying the message properly. The original goal was to show you that yes, I can sweat, yes, I can exercise, I can do this, you can do this too. What's happening is the perception that, oh, Drifter just likes to have the camera on him while he's doing squats and showing how strong he is, or something like that. That's not really what I'm going to do. So I've been saving up, and the goal is that I radically and drastically improve my body so that the next time you see me, I took some before footage, and believe me, the before footage is not an attractive man, and the next time you see me, hopefully I'll have something cool to show off. I'll have some muscles, I'll be thinner, I'll be in better shape, something like that. I want to give you a sort of visually arresting, this can be done, jolting sort of image. That's what we're going for, but let's move into the prize section. For this round of Gamer Fitness, which has approximately 5 or 6 weeks left, there's still plenty of time to enter, don't worry about that. What I'm going to be giving away is what I'm going to call the Maximum Edition of Call of Duty Ghosts. As of right now, there has only been a regular edition announced for the normal consoles. There's not been one for the Xbox 720, Infinity, whatever. There's not been one for the PS4. There's not been a Prestige Edition, a Hardened Edition, a Collector's Edition. There's not been anything. But whatever Maximum Edition does get announced, whatever $250 thing in a crate with a car and an airplane and all the DLC pre-bundled into, whatever thing comes out, that's going to be the prize. Whatever system you want, PC, Xbox, PS3, Wii U, PS4, 720. I'm just going to put in the pre-order on Amazon. So ideally, the day the game comes out, not the midnight, unfortunately. Maybe the day after, you don't have to do anything, and it'll show up at your house. There are some people on this channel that watch me, even though they don't like Call of Duty videos, so it's a little weird, but they still like me for some reason, which is a little bit strange. For those of you that aren't like that, I have an alternative package of perhaps a League of Legends Digital Collector's Edition. It's approximately the same value, couple $100. It comes with the game, all the champions, access to all sorts of stuff. It's a huge mega League of Legends bundle, so I was thinking about also gifting that to somebody if they were perhaps not a Call of Duty player or didn't see the value in that particular prize. And if you remember, in the previous episodes, there were also runner-up prizes because I was a liar and I gave prizes to everybody that participated, all 5 or 6 of them, much more participants this time. So when the time comes around, and we do have some people that have improved themselves, and I can only give you, one prize. I'm going to go and I'm going to beg Scuff, I'm going to beg Elgato, I'm going to beg Gamma, I'm going to beg all the companies that I work with, try and get you some free gear, hopefully, free Gamma stuff, big coupons, free downloads for games, just whatever I can squeeze out of people and sell them at some sort of branding promotional deal, so that even if you don't win the big first prize, hopefully there will be lots of stuff to go around and give out. Entry rules are changing. Previously, the entry rules, the goal was to keep it very open so that anybody could enter regardless of technological barriers or technical know-how. And this ended up just being complicated because people were very frustrated that they couldn't send me an email with like a 500 megabyte cell phone file, or that they couldn't just take pictures, or that I wouldn't follow them on Instagram, or I couldn't follow the text messages, or I tried to get people to do video responses, but they just kept sending it in, just private messages, and I can't keep track of it all. So we're tightening it up just for the sake of my sanity. I want as many people as possible to enter, but I have to be able to organize it. So the only valid entries are now going to be people who do public video responses to Gamer Fitness episodes. This was the recommended method for before. It's going to be the only method now. So if you want to enter this contest, what you have to do is vlog yourself exercising. Video log, record yourself. This is with a cell phone camera. This is with a proper camera. This is with your friend's camera. This is with your grandma's 1990 camera that converts through the VCR DHC capture program to something else. You have to get that file and upload it to YouTube and post it as a video response. If you click in the text box, a little new blue link will pop up on PC or a laptop. It'll say create video response. You can select the video once you've already uploaded it and do it from there. It's very, very simple to do. But that's the only way that I can honestly keep track of all the entries. It's the only way for me to organize it, and it kind of forces you to continue. Once you start, once you go public, once you admit that you don't like where you are now, that you want to start working and better yourself, it is admittedly embarrassing, especially in my episodes. They weren't very, flattering for me, but it does encourage you in a negative sort of way to continue going forward, and I do on occasion like some of them, and 99% of the feedback from that's very positive. It continues to keep people exercising and going. So that's the way we're going to do this. The type of exercise, previously I thought it was weight loss. I was stereotyping all gamers are fat and out of shape. There's actually a lot of gamers that are skinny and they want to gain muscle, or perhaps they are already in decent shape but they want to be better shape. They want to run faster, or they want to run longer, they want to lift more. So the goal is where you set it. If you want weight loss, if you want muscle gain, if you want just pure vanity, self-improvement, beautification, however you want that to be, that's totally okay. And that's kind of the goal. The prize is going to the most improved person, whoever really changed themselves mentally, physically, body-wise, anything I can see from the videos, anything I can get a feel for. And the runner-up prize is the next third, fourth, fifth most, whatever I can possibly afford or squeeze out. Which does remind me, this is not a sponsored deal. These prizes, at least the big one, I'm paying out of my own pocket. The other one I'm going to beg sponsors for. So that's how it's going to go. And you set your own regimen. I am not an exercise wizard. I am not an expert. I am not a personal trainer. I can't tell you how to do it or how to diet. I have my own online personal trainer at gameandtrain.com. He has a little vlog series called Getting Fit with Drifter, where he makes very, very unfun exercises for me, and I struggle to do them every single week. And so far it's been working. I'm improving. So you can follow me and do my exercise. It's really male-based. It's for muscle gain for the most part. So if you're doing pure weight loss, or if you're female, or if you're doing, track or weightlifting, it might not be your thing. And the question is, how's it going? How's it working for me? My weight is actually gained. I've increased my weight. Initially, it went down a lot, and then it just ballooned back up almost 10 pounds over where I was before. And I've talked about it, and I looked at myself. I don't really look fatter. I don't look worse. I think I've actually started to gain some muscle. But the funny thing about muscle is that a lot of times it grows under the fat. So what fat I have left gets pushed to the top, and I look worse. Like, I feel stronger. I definitely know that I can run, 3-4 kilometers now, whereas I could do almost none before, and I can lift more weights, and I feel healthier. But when I get on the scales, I'm bigger, and my clothes are bulkier because I've got extra muscle under my fat pushing it up. So I look terrible. My very vain goals of self-improvement and beautification didn't work very well, but the actual physical health, the improvement, the heart health, the muscle, that's working. Hopefully I'll get there to the looks eventually. My wife's kind of in the same boat. She's exercising, and she's driving her crazy that she's having problems fitting the old clothes, and that's because the muscle's growing underneath, and she's puffing up a bit. And I'm not saying my wife is that. That's not what I'm saying. But that's how it goes. It kind of builds you up before you slim down. There's actually one person, the winner of the previous contest, Smiting Fatty, he's running into the same problem. He's kind of topped out at 280, even though he exercises. He lost like 50 pounds, but then it just stopped. He's starting to gain muscle now, and it's creeping back up. So it's kind of driving him bonkers. Ozzy has gotten considerably more fat. His heartworms, really, really bad. He can't exercise at all, or he could go into congestive heart failure. That means every time he wants to take a poop, I have to take him outside on a leash to walk. We almost lost him the other night. Signs of congestive heart failure in dogs: we have coughing, vomiting, lethargy, difficulty breathing. The other night he had all of these things, and typically you just kind of, and then you're dead. The dog threw up. He wouldn't move. He started hacking. We couldn't keep him awake. We piled him in the car, drove to the emergency vet. This is a little dog, very excitable little, he's not very big. So you put him in a car and he's bouncing around. Oh my God, trees. Oh my God, people, people, people. This dog is just like limp. I'm just carrying him and he's just limp. Like in the car, and I'm shaking him. Come on, man. Come on, man. You gotta wake up. You gotta stay in here, bud. Oh, you're a good dog. Hang in here. I'll scratch your head. I'll scratch your butt. I'll do anything. Come on, Ozzy. And he's just falling asleep in my arms. I get to the vet, immediately he perks up, happy, healthy dog, passes all the tests, flying colors, and bam, I'm out $500. That's kind of how it goes, but he's getting better. Have some other goals, like I said, my very vain goals when I started this. I want to look better because I'm going to be on camera again. I am going to E3, hopefully going to be on camera a lot there. I'm also doing a somewhat undisclosed project in Las Vegas that involves doing in-depth on real guns, like really real guns. Like I'll take a Call of Duty gun like the MP7 here and use it for real and give you a hands-on review of the real gun. That's something I'm working on. I got to look good for that. Zombies in Georgia, Seattle again, and I'm kind of burning a little bit. If you can't see, the Texas sun is very, very strong, and I am Casper the Ghost White because my employment is video games, so I don't really go outside unless I have to. And exercising, doing the 3 and 4 kilometer runs is actually giving me sunburns, which is kind of funny, but I guess that means I'm tanning. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Drifter out.